Now, the Livewire.
He told me, he said, man, I'm sorry, Jen, you're not going to be able to sing again, most likely. And I just kind of thanked him. I had to whisper, but I thanked him. I was like, thanks for getting it out.
Yeah.
And then somebody snapped a picture, which it's on my Facebook page right now, because every time it comes back, I remind myself, I'm stronger than I know. And I did have a Cheshire Cat grin in that picture that I'm like, I don't know what my singing will sound like, but I'm going to sing.
Here's the Livewire with Branden.
Here we are, back out on the Livewire. I'm Branden. We got a fun episode for you here today. We're spending some time with someone who's become a familiar face to me and our radio station here at the X, and also in Northwest Arkansas. Her name is Jen Cole. And if you spend any time around the local music scene, open mic nights, charity events, or community gatherings, chances are you've crossed paths with Jen. As a folk music artist, she's built a reputation not just through her songwriting and performances, but through the countless hours she volunteers and the genuine connections she makes with people along the way. In a world where we're moving a little too fast, Jen reminds us what community is supposed to look like. In fact, we recorded this conversation while she was helping cater a funeral. For real, because that's just who she is. Always showing up, always lending a hand. So we met her in her element. We talk about her music, her songwriting journey, and the evolution of the local music scene, and we want you to be a part of it. Join us today. You're on the Livewire with Jen Cole. Hanging out at St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Fayetteville with a good friend of mine, catching up with Jen Cole. Jen Cole is a local musician, and I would just say a local star in Fayetteville. We have so many memories together in the studio from way back in the day. Jen, you are so awesome. What a great musician and great friend you are. I was just reminiscing and getting all these questions together for the podcast, and I couldn't help but think about all the things that you've been a part of at the X with us.
Oh, man, it's been fabulous over the years. It's been incredible.
You know, you get the sort of front row seats just by sort of volunteering, quote unquote. And here we are right here at St. Paul's Episcopal Church. You're helping volunteer.
I'm currently catering a funeral. I'm one of the heads of St. Spatula's. There's 3 of us that head it up. And we supply the comfort side of the funeral and make a pretty setting and pretty food. And I got in here about 7 years ago doing that, and they were just like, you've got skills. You're on top of this.
Well, this isn't your first rodeo with volunteering. And that's one of those things that I notice about you is that you are volunteering everywhere, not just as one of the big fans at the X and all of these open mic nights around Northwest Arkansas, but you actually do volunteer a lot of your hours to help others. And I was wondering where you got that from, because I don't know anyone, honestly. I don't know anyone that puts in more hours. There are people that have jail sentences that have to put in community service that don't work as much as you do.
That's so true. I volunteer with some of them at the food pantry. We could use them more, so show up.
Right, and you don't have to do a crime to get there, by the way.
No, we welcome you even if you didn't do a crime.
So, no, think about it. Like, you know, when did that start for you?
So I was really sick for a long time, and I couldn't sing. I couldn't play. I have 2 heart defects. So, and a lot of people don't even know that. So I got to feeling better. I got a little bit more energy and positive flow going in my life, and a little bit of naturopath and good nutrition, and so I've gotten ahead of most of that. You know, the heart thing's always going to be there in the background. I get checked out every 6 months. But I try to work a job, and my heart will act up. So if I do a regular job, I'm in the hospital, I'm getting surgery.
Yeah, so no real jobs for you.
No real jobs. So I just started thinking, well, that leaves me a lot of time to volunteer. And then I found all these great entities that I'm really grateful to be a part of.
Yeah, and I recall when I first met you, you were a volunteer for Great Danes.
Yeah, Arkansas Great Dane Rescue, it is no longer a thing, but Big Paws is now doing an incredible job. And we rescued 47 Great Danes when I was married to Clay and we were buying a house.
Oh my gosh.
It was over 13 years. So it's still an awful lot of dogs in 13 years. Large dogs.
Huge. They're horses.
They are.
And luckily, the community helped even a little bit with you. And that's kind of one of those things with volunteering and helping out. Every now and again, you'll see that people pick up and help you out when you're helping others. I recall you getting a pallet of food to be able to feed those horse dogs for a while. And so, you probably see that in your volunteering.
We do. And I actually had a fundraiser for one of the dogs that came from the Cherokee Nation. He had a broken leg that had healed in what's called a radius corpus. So we had to take him all the way to Missouri to have surgery. It was a 15-hour surgery to rebuild the leg. That's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
And the community came and just donated the money for that to happen. So he's Grover. He was a big fluffy Muppet.
I remember him. And I remember your late husband, Clay Cole. He was a musician on Dixon Street. I got to see him perform a few times at some of those open mics at the Dixon Street pub. And, there's sort of a claim to fame with that open mic.
There is. A lot of famous people have come through, and you never know who you're going to be hosting this for. So, looking back on what he started, we had Jesse Wells.
I had a red dog on a red day looking for a thank you dressed in blue. If you want to win a war, my friend, you better wear a suit.
Sean James.
Well, I came upon a man at the top of a hill, called himself the savior of the human race.
Ashton Barbary.
When we're apart, darling, I lose my mind. Count every moment till your hands are back in mine.
Dominic B. Roy, Patty Steele, so many amazing people. March to August.
She knows all those secrets men don't want blue eyes to know. That's why for a little shine I let her go.
They've come to play the open mic. A few of them have. So, Jesse Wells, come play my open mic. We're still open.
I love that guy. It's just so cool to see him on the big stage and doing these things. And you're kind of facilitating this a little bit with your open mic association, which I didn't realize that you're running an actual association for this in Northwest Arkansas. So if you are an open mic person, you're looking to get some stage time.
Yeah. Okay. So what you do, and we have people from out of the state that find this too when they're coming here, which is just such a fabulous idea. Bobby Hobb, Bobby Three Notes, he had this vision to start a Northwest Arkansas Open Mic Association. And then somehow Conrad Lensmeyer and myself got dubbed co-founders. and we're thrilled with that, actually. It's a beautiful thing. So you go to that website, Northwest Arkansas Open Mic Association, or NOWOMA.
NOWOMA.
Because you can't fit all that on a pen. and you just look up, what night do you want to open mic? Where do you want it? We have a Google map with all the open mics on it. Mm-hmm. We've been losing some venues lately, but then again, another one popped up. And so anytime you have a new open mic, let us know. We're going to list it for free. We want people to show up to your shows. And open mics are such an important platform for artists to get their footing.
Right. I believe that. And practice. I mean, that's you're getting in front of people. You're able to get to, start working on your chops and get better. And I've noticed this as well. There's probably, about 10 a week with these open mics?
There's at least 10.
Yeah.
There used to be 14. I think some of those places are closed. But yeah. And you can go anywhere to like a kid safe zone. Like my open mic is a kid safe zone. We scan the room. If there's kids there, we kind of make sure our act is PG-13.
Right.
But then there's smoothie queues, so if there's people that just want no alcohol around, or something, we've got spots like that in West Fork open mic. The Ramington just reopened as the Meteor Guitar Gallery as well.
Yes.
And so they now have an open mic on Wednesdays. And I have people that'll hit me up and they'll be like, hey, what's going on tonight? And I'm like, so I can't remember them all. So we made a webpage.
It's a good idea. And I was literally talking to someone in the podcast a while back talking about, losing those spaces in open mic nights. So that's for you guys out there that are, artists looking for spots to play at. And, let's go back to a little bit of your health issues. You were dealing with that in and out of the hospital, and, you still deal with that. The question is, people deal with health problems all the time, but this one was really knocking you around for years.
Yeah.
What kept you positive? What kept you, volunteering when you could, staying happy? Because every time I see you, I get a hug. And, if we get to eat lunch together on a random occurrence, we have a good time. But I don't notice it then. But what keeps you positive?
Oh, my God. You know what? Building community has actually healed me. And being a part of volunteering, it's given my health a real boost. I was walking with a cane, and I know you remember that.
Yeah.
I had a bad incident during a surgery where I was dropped after months of being sick and needing that surgery. I was dropped off of the table, and it injured my back, and recovery became, that was a full-time job, just trying to recover. And it took a while. It took a lot. I had to get myself in a good mental space, good food, good nutrition, which when you're not having an income is interesting.
Yeah.
This is how I started volunteering at the food pantry. It was like, actually, I saw this entity that's helping me, and I was like, well, I can help. And then now I'm up to lifting 40-pound boxes all day on Thursday.
Right. They took some of your larynx out. They said, sort of like Ariel in Little Mermaid, like they are stealing your voice.
They said, I woke up from a rebuilt carotid artery. I found out that a crushed carotid artery from a strangling can cause TIA strokes. And I was having really bad, my health issues have been compounded so badly that they put me on disability when I was in my 20s. And I'm like, that is so rare, and I wish that I didn't need that. But it is something that I have to go to doctors constantly and keep myself in check. But I woke up from that surgery expecting one procedure, and I had 3. And they had taken out a lump out of my larynx and my lymph nodes and said they were really gnarly. We're waiting for that to come back. Thank God it wasn't cancer, because I just dealt with cancer just before that. And he told me, he said, man, I'm sorry, Jen, you're not going to be able to sing again, most likely. And I just kind of thanked him. I had to whisper, but I thanked him. I was like, thanks for getting it out.
Yeah.
And then somebody snapped a picture, which it's on my Facebook page right now, because every time it comes back, I remind myself I'm stronger than I know. And I did have a Cheshire Cat grin in that picture that I'm like, I don't know what my singing will sound like, but I'm going to sing. And I got to say, music has been incredibly healing all my life. That is something that has gotten me through. Just singing. I've been singing on stage since I was 6. My mom had me on the stage and vocally trained, and I don't know a life without it.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that's how I know you so well. That's how I know that you love music. And right when we were sitting down here setting everything up for the interview here, you started kind of naming off some bands that possibly you're in the studio with as I was interviewing them way back in the day.
Oh, man.
I want you to do some name jogging, because I almost don't remember some of these. So tell me.
So Hurt.
Like suffering, life has gone this way.
Hurt was there, and they came to play with the Veer Union, which we love those guys. They were from Canada. I don't think they ever, they toured here in the United States. They were Seether.
'Cause I'm broken when I'm lonesome, and I don't feel right when you're gone away.
All right.
Seether.
So you guys got me backstage to Seether because I made a T-shirt for the Roach Motel, right?
Yes.
And he was trying to find a logo, and I made up one.
Did it happen to have a roach on it? That was really
did.
genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
It did. And I'm back there meeting, Sean from Seether, and he bends down to hug me, and I see John behind him. And John was in a band called the Nixons.
Sister, I see you dancing on the stage of memory.
Back in the day. He was their drummer, and I'm like, dude, how are you here, like drumming for a band from South Africa? Lizzie Hale. I have gotten to sing warm-ups with Lizzie Hale. That was
insane.
so cool, and that was after my surgery.
Yeah.
So she was just, and then she went on stage and she's like, "Hey, a friend of mine just said she does her warm-up vocals to me, so let's go, everybody." And she had the whole, like, all of George's doing warm-ups. It was so cool.
That's amazing. And so many memories. Some of them, some of the bands forget really easily for the festivities.
Oh,
but there are so many memories that when I think about Gin Cole, that are just moments. You know what I'm saying? So I know that you're bringing these moments to people now with your music, and I'm wondering, what's next? Are you writing these songs? You have a show coming up, actually.
A show coming. You know what? I'm playing at Jam and Java this month for Pride Weekend. I'll be there Saturday night, the 27th, and I'm bringing some friends. We're going to make this a whole celebration of love and community. But then I'm really excited about being invited to Kingfish for my very own show, October 17th. Be there, guys.
This is so cool. So in that Kingfish, that's one of my favorite venues now. And it's outdoors. It's just a great showcase. Dixon Street can kind of celebrate, have a beer, and enjoy music.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Yeah. So you got a bunch of tricks up your sleeve. You're bringing the whole band, or is it just you?
I'm actually bringing, Mike Lavender, who is currently at Theater Squared, playing in a show. He's playing his bass, and he's performing. I didn't know he was an actor till now. He's really amazing. He's going to be playing upright bass for me. I have Bartley Norman coming from Ohio to play the cello with me.
Very cool.
I'm like so psyched about this. And then I am supposed to have some congas there with Mike Beasley. So,
yeah.
So not exactly a full band. It's going to be more of an acoustic sound, but it's going to be incredible. I'm really excited.
Are you recording a whole album? Are you planning on this, or is it just kind of off singles? What are you doing?
I'm currently in Crisp Recording Studios. I just laid down my guitar tracks, and then next month, because my band is called Borrowed Angels for a reason, Crisp actually named them that.
So do you have recordings on Spotify? You've been doing this?
I have 2 up right now. I have Bandcamp has... And I guess I've started putting stuff on Spotify. I've now gotten I need to be on every. So I have 2 songs up right now, and one of them is the first song I ever wrote, Just Gotta Be Me. Mm-hmm. It was inspired by somebody that was drunk and came up to me when I was practicing guitar 4 months into guitar, and he kind of was like, "Hey, let me show you this riff." It was an Eddie Van Halen riff. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for that. And he started going, "Man, you'll never be anything. You'll never be perfect." And I was like, hit the door. It was 20 degrees out. And I was like, take a walk and think about why you'd never talk to anybody like that again. I felt so like my mom at that moment.
Yeah.
Think about this. And then he came back 20 minutes later apologizing. I mean, because somebody had treated him that way and he needed to unlearn that cycle.
Sure.
But I had written Just Gotta Be Me, and it's a badass. I should have thanked him, but I didn't. Because it was I was so mad when I wrote that song, and it came out as this beautiful ballad, really.
Yeah.
And that was the first song I recorded at Crisp, and that one is just on Bandcamp and YouTube. However, I realized shortly after that I need to get on all platforms. So the next song I recorded was a gift to Rachel Fields at Magnolia House. So still volunteering in my music. But she's done so much for me. She got me back up on stage, got my confidence back, and she's been this amazing cheerleader that's like, do it because you love it. Do it because it's in you, and do it because you're meant to do it, and don't worry about what anybody thinks. So I'm just... Because, boy, when you put your song out there, you're putting a piece of your soul out there.
Yes, you're exposing yourself, yeah.
It's like, man, and I think the first time I did it, I was just like, oh, my God, people are going to judge me. People are going to, and then I was like, wait, what did Rachel say? Just do it. And it ends up, you get people that come up to you in tears, and they're like, man, I love that song. I have my lead guitarist, oh, my gosh, Pete Miller. He's an amazing blues guitarist. He's not even doing his own stuff anymore. He just wants to do mine. And I'm going, Whoa, thank you.
And that's the way it should be. It's when you start something other, just like you're volunteering.
Yeah.
Other people want to join you and help you out when they can or when they feel inspired to. If we're playing one more, we're running out of time here. If we are playing one of those tunes, do you want to play The Gift, or do you want to? I mean, those are both gifts, I guess.
No, they're both gifts. I get, Just Gotta Be Me is really a cool song that I've had people be like, I sing that when I go down Dixon Street now. And I was like, you've got my lyrics in your head? That's really cool. I'm an earworm, man. Yay.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't got the other two polished up and ready yet. They'll be ready in July, and I will definitely be entering one of them in the X
Nice.
because you guys have local music now.
That's right.
And but it couldn't be. I am doing a lot of folk. This one is a little harder, and it's
Just to
called
get on the X.
Political Chaos is it's perfect for the X, and for right now, everybody should be hearing that one.
Yeah.
But that's my tiny desk entry this year. It was pretty cool, but I did that solo. So we're gonna finish up 2 more songs in the studio next month, and then I'll be releasing them on all platforms. I have 17 songs, so I'm on disability and I don't get paid to work. So hey, if anybody wants to fund my recording, just send it to Chris Recording, and he will put a little nest egg away for me.
That's right.
He's been amazing too. He's like, Jen, I don't know if I should say this. He's like,
Darren is amazing.
He's like, you're really good when you come in, so I'll do 2 songs for the price of one. I think he's regretting that now because I'm writing more intricately.
Right. I have 17 of them, Darren.
17. Let's get them done.
Well, I want to, in this episode here with Just Gotta Be Me from Jen Cole, be looking forward to that new recording, that new album coming out in July, and we'll let everyone know about that. Of course, let's listen to it on Local X as well. Jen, is awesome having you up
and
here.
I meant to bring you a vinyl today, but I'll get it to you.
You have vinyl?
I have a vinyl.
Okay.
I have a vinyl.
I need vinyl from Jen Cole.
You can,
Okay.
you're going to get mine, but also, folks, there's Rolling Hills Press here, Rolling Hills Recording, so you can locally get a vinyl pressed for $7.
What?
Yeah.
I might just do that with the with this episode. I might just do that.
That'd be so cool. He'll be happy I'm sending him.
That's right. Well, listen, it is an honor to speak with you and hang out with you today. I was thinking about just, with this interview and all these questions, and it brought back so many awesome memories. And some that I don't even remember that you have stored in your brain that you're bringing back to me. And it's just awesome.
I gave my son 2 32-gallon boxes of memorabilia that's signed, and a lot of that came from hanging out with you guys, eating banana bread and chilling at the X.
That's right. Well, one of the best people we know here on the pod. We appreciate you.
I love you guys. It's good to see you again.
Always. Here's the song from Jen Cole. It's Just Gotta Be Me. It's on the Livewire.
Hope you find that perfection that you don't see in me. Maybe you could find it somewhere down on Dixon Street. Not looking to be perfect, I'm just living to be me. Done chasing those unicorns while I run past my own peace. Just gotta be, I just gotta be me. Learn enough to know I can't give my life to nobody. Just gotta be me. Just gotta be me. Hope you find yourself out there. Hope you find some light. Never known perfection, I'm just doing what feels right. Just gotta be, just gotta be me. Learn enough to know I can't give my life to nobody. Just gotta be me. Just gotta be me. free. Just gotta be me. Just gotta be me. Just gotta be me.